All right, we're gonna get into the gray side a little bit. Someone might get offended. Tap down in the comment section if you do. All right. Um, yeah, the world's amazing right now. People are miserable. It's kind of weird. We have technologies today that kings back in medieval times, could never phantom. They could never think about having the light sources that we have. Well, they had running water, you know, but the system, the size of running water, or how you're able to control the temperature, at the whatever, the nozzle or whatever, people aren't happy. All right. If you're trying to make more money, it's simply going out and making more money. Some people will get offended and say, well, you understand my situation, blah, blah, blah. If you thought that to yourself, that's the poor person mentality. All right. If you're not happy with where you're at, you have to look at your situation. This is where stoicism comes to play. You have to look at your situation, learn to let go from where you've been embedded, right? And by that, I mean, some people will find a job in, let's say, fast food industry or a warehouse or as a security guard. And I've worked in all three of those. So I'm not throwing anything at anyone. And some people will get used to being there. They'll get used to being there and they won't go anywhere else because it's not in their comfort zone. And that's you being embedded. Once you figure out, I need to move on, I got to do something, then you can start looking at other places. Or not even that, just some people like to just stay at the job because that's the job they're used to. You could stay in the fast food industry, but apply somewhere else at a different position and try to elevate yourself. And that's also another big issue actually, because a lot of the job, because like I said, I worked in all three of those industries, and I've met a lot of people that, I don't want to be a lead because I want to be comfortable with it. I don't want to stand out in public, but I want to make more money, and so a lot of people will pursue like IT or something, and so it's a bit tighter in that area, but it's still doable. But that's the thing, is you kind of hold yourself back. And then one of the other interviews I had with the veteran, with Tanori, if you saw that, if you remember, he had a guy at his job telling him, hey, bud, you don't want to be here, find a different job, this place sucks. And it's weird, and it sucks that guy, like, that's a good example, is that he knew that was a bad place to be. He knew there were greater places to go to. He actually listed off a couple places to him, and he kept himself there. It's probably that mentality of, I don't have the time, I don't know where else to go. I mean, obviously he did. He listed a couple places off, but it's that poor person mentality that keeps you there. And if that's something holding you back, or at least with money wise, after, obviously cherish what you have, you got to look at your situation and just think to yourself, how do I get out of here? List off a couple things and act on it. All right. So it's a kind of a hard topic to have with a lot of people, and in this day and age. Actually, no, not really. A lot of jobs have opened up to more technological wise. I have a lot of family members that do overtime on their computer, or that simply only work on their computer and have to go to the office once every other week or so. And yeah, it should actually, honestly, it should be a lot easier now. And then you have side hustles like you get DoorDash, you get Uber. I DoorDash from time to time. It helps out a lot, and you just can't keep yourself in that mentality where you are and then that's it, because then you bracket yourself within your salary. You're not comfortable going out, and you're just not content. All right. And again, the world is an amazing place. You can do all sorts of things that you want. You can travel wherever you want. But if you're already living within your means, and you can pay your mortgage or your rent, whatever, you can feed yourself and your family, and you have money to go out to places on the side, then don't stay stuck within that bracket. I mean, that's perfectly fine. That's actually where you want to be to live a happy life. You want to keep it simple. If you want to pursue big, crazy things, you got to be able to jump out of your bracket for a second, pick up one of those side hustles, and just go for it. All right. You can't be embedded. You can't emotionally embed yourself into your situation. You got to be able to leave that bracket area. And that's really all I have for today. I haven't made any videos. I plan to make some more. Yeah, it's been kind of a rough month, but that's all right. That's what we're here for.